It bothers me that this is an actual thing. Hundreds, no, thousands of AI covers. It seems like no matter where I go, I can't escape them. Scroll here and bam, it's a video of Plankton singing That's Life by Frank Sinatra. Accidentally leave autoplay on and bam, now I'm listening to Biden and Trump singing I Miss You by Blink-182. It doesn't take a genius to tell you that this isn't natural. Is it funny?
On a scooter, rolling out a hood, swallowing all my food, man. No, I can't. What is this?
Absolutely. But while I sit here and listen to Arthur Morgan sing me American Pie, I can't help but feel like we just opened up Pandora's box. There are ramifications to these actions that we haven't been able to fully comprehend yet. So, if I could have a moment of your time, I have a question for you. What the f is going on?
You are not an artist. You just described what you wanted to make and asked a computer to make it for you.
29 videos of mine were swiped from YouTube by large tech companies who used those videos to train their AI chatbot.
To be completely honest with you here for a moment, I don't think a single person actually knows the consequences that will arise with AI music. When these covers first started to really pop up everywhere on the internet, it was thrown into absolute chaos. People discussing how copyright infringement was rampant, AI was going to end up making human-based performance obsolete, and you know what, here. Let me just read you this quote from a letter signed by over 200 well-known artists. Enough, Reggie. Quote, "This assault on human creativity must be stopped. We must protect against the predatory use of AI to steal professional artists' voices and likenesses, violate creators' rights, and destroy the music ecosystem." This is a very well-written letter, and bonus points for getting my beloved Engelbert Humperdinck to sign it as well. I love you. They make a good point. The use of AI is primarily predatory in nature. It literally is stealing your content without your consent. However, I would like to offer something more to this argument. The primary focus of this lesser is centered towards lacking compensation towards creators for their hard work. That seems to be the general conversation in the space. It's something you are probably seeing everywhere right now. Amongst all the doom and gloom of AI, lacking compensation and blatant copyright infringement is the leading headline. And while that is important, trust me, I want to get paid for my work too, what about reputation? As the great entrepreneur and writer Cyrus says, a good reputation is more valuable than money. Probably. You see, reputation is kind of everything. You can always make more money, find a different hobby, or start a new business. But trying to escape your own name, your own identity? No, that is something else entirely. Okay, we are a couple minutes in now, and you are probably wondering what exactly reputation has to do with AI. Well, kind of everything. Here, you know Kanye, or Ye, or Ye, whatever it is now?
After that moment happens, then I will say, I'm sorry.
Not exactly a fantastic dude. Honestly made some pretty good music, but really isn't a great human being. Well, do me a favor, open a new tab or Google on your phone AI Kanye covers. Or don't, I guess, fine, be lazy. Look, hey there Delilah, but it's Kanye's voice. 1.1 million views. Kanye West, Wonderwall. 203,000 views. This is me trying, Kanye's version. I hate this one in particular because it's actually good. This is just a very, and I mean very, small sample size of AI covers that Kanye has now been featured with. So now, I want you to pretend that you are Taylor Swift. Yes, you, one in the back that drives a Subaru Forester with a Taylor's version sticker discreetly sitting on their back windshield. Pretend you are Taylor Swift.
You know, I just feel like seagulls, they fly.
As one of the most influential musicians on the planet, one who stuck it to the record companies, one who has become a symbol for feminism in the modern day, how would you feel seeing this?
I stay out too late. nothing in my brain.
I mean, sure, anyone can cover a song they want, but now Kanye is being associated with your music. Or even worse, now your voice is being used in a Kanye cover where you had absolutely nothing to do with it. Yeah, that motherfucker who interrupted you at the 2009 MTV Awards?
So thank you so much for giving me a chance to win a VMA award.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time.
Okay, Swiftie, you had your time in the spotlight. Time to pour some gasoline on the flames. At this point, you're probably thinking, hey, she could probably have the video taken down, and most of the time these covers are just humorous and nothing more. And yes, you're right. She can still take action towards these covers if she really wanted to. And yes, these are hilarious. But you know what is even worse than being associated with other people's music against your will? When it's being done after you die. Alright YouTube, I've got a question for you. Why am I listening to Frank Sinatra sing about Five Nights at Freddy's? 4 million views. Are you serious? I don't even know where to start with this. Let me listen to the whole thing first. Okay, let me listen to it again.
So what's this? The taster's choice moment between guys?
Gosh, I can't believe someone would make this. Here, let's listen to that one more time. Not only by its name, but also by more of its lyrics. This is seriously taking ethics into question. Let's listen to it one more time again. God damn it. Alright, first off, I know that the original version of the song performed by the 8-Bit Big Band was done in a style that clearly imitates Frank Sinatra's sound and musical timbre.
Every night to finally roam and invite newcomers to play with us. For many years we've been all alone.
This made it much easier for an AI to make it sound that close to Sinatra's actual voice. To be clear though,
Now let me be clear.
in the original recording, you can clearly distinguish that this is someone singing in the Frank Sinatra style, not actually Frank Sinatra singing. Which brings me to my next point. This is a serious problem in the music world. Frank Sinatra passed away over 25 years ago, leaving behind a career where he did just about everything and then some. He's renowned as one of the best musicians of all time, with arguably the most iconic voice ever, and truly created a legacy for himself. And for over 2 decades, it stayed that way. His voice stayed within album covers and dusty vinyl records, where his image was exactly what it should have been, the chairman of the board. But now, there are generations of kids that are going to grow up with Frank Sinatra AI covers in their recommended feeds over genuine pieces of musical history.
And you're gonna sing for us?
Why, yes. Do you know the verse?
No, I don't, but I'll have Bob play it for you. Take it from the verse.
Glenn, do you sing as well as you ride? About the same. Oh, that's fine. Wonderful. Nice.
Columbus had more chance than me when he set sail to cross the sea. At least he thought he knew what he was doing.
But it's sung by AI Frank Sinatra. Oh my goodness!
I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known.
For the first time in music history, a musician's cultural identity is being uprooted, not through research, but through direct sabotage. There now is no line where we can distinguish a cover from a misrepresentation. And these AI covers, they are all relatively new. We have only experienced this AI phenomenon for about 2 or so years, and we have no idea what extent this could reach, what further damage this could cause. And this extends far beyond Frank Sinatra, including artists such as Michael Jackson, Bob Marley, Kurt Cobain, even Amy Winehouse. Again, I remind you that they never consented to any of this. Their estates never signed off on these covers being made, bastardizing their reputations just for a few likes on the internet. And it baffles me how much people are eating this up right now. It isn't hard to find hundreds of comments on these videos talking about how much people enjoy these covers and want to see more. Look, guys, I know it's funny, and some of them genuinely slap, don't get me wrong, but is it seriously worth all the damage these could cause? For a few moments of serotonin on your endless doom scroll, you want to do this? Hi everybody, this is Editing Me. I made a critical flaw in this part of the essay. I say that Carrie Fisher was resurrected for The Last Jedi. That actually happened for The Rise of Skywalker, and she was like digitally resurrected for her body, and then some of the face stuff was like old scenes that she shot, and it was like, it's a whole thing. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. This feels so oddly similar to when Disney resurrected Carrie Fisher for The Last Jedi back in 2017. For those of you who somehow didn't hear about this, Carrie Fisher passed away in 2016 from sleep apnea. At this point in her career, she was still involved with a new set of Star Wars sequels that had kicked off with The Force Awakens. So Disney had a choice to make. They could either alter the script of the following two films in the series to not include her role, or they could possibly recast the role. Well, Disney decided to take a secret third option instead. They digitally resurrected Carrie Fisher through CGI editing. This wasn't the first time it happened. In fact, Disney literally did this for Rogue One just a year prior involving actor Peter Cushing. Hell, one of the first digital resurrections took place with Brandon Lee and The Crow back in 1994.
Another difficult shot required the Dream Quest team to extract an image of Lee walking down an alley and have him walk through a doorway instead.
But this instance with Fisher was really what threw this technique into the spotlight. It raises the ethical question, when an actor signs a contract to work in a movie, are they collectively signing away their identity? Their face? Their body? It's a disturbing ethical dilemma, and one I don't really have the answer for. I haven't even mentioned yet that Carrie Fisher's estate wasn't even approached by Disney asking for permission. They just did it. But here's the kicker. In order for this to happen in film, a whole team and budget must be allocated to successfully digitally resurrect someone. For music, literally all you need to do is visit a website and upload an MP3 file. Okay, you've made it a good way into this video, good job. Unfortunately, I have led you a little bit into a trap. It's time for some music history. You aren't allowed to leave, sorry. What you are listening to right now is the first artificially composed piece of music in human history. Want to guess what year it was composed in? 1957. The project, spearheaded by Ligeron Hiller and Leonard Isaacson, was made for traditional instruments but was composed with a very basic computer algorithm. This, quote, algorithm was a series of inputs to either accept randomly generated pitches and rhythms or reject said variables. Each movement of the piece thus was a different musical experiment with this concept, progressively becoming more complicated with each movement. The first was supposed to mimic a Renaissance style, where simple melodies would be created. The second movement was just a bit more complex, focusing on trimming off the constant white noise heard in the first movement. The third movement mimicked a much more modern style, displaying some very interesting dissonance that was so extreme that it had to be altered outside of the original computer program. And finally, the fourth movement was the most complex, which used a multitude of probability techniques to create the music. The result? It truly feels like you are being trapped inside of a machine. It's quite bizarre how well the piece in its entirety actually works. For being entirely experimental and the first of its kind, it displays a remarkable amount of human creativity. Each piece has a unique identity that somehow perfectly conveys both how a human and machine thinks. When listening to this on my own for this video, I found myself feeling haunted, for lack of a better word. The music feels like a puppet, being reanimated to serve a purpose it wasn't intended to serve. And the puppet's strings are playing in a manner that perfectly resembles an uncanny valley. This is almost human, but not quite there. Just like a digital facade of someone who has passed away or an artificially generated cover, It's a display of a machine trying desperately to be human. But it isn't. We have been toying with this idea for a very, very long time now. It seems that it just has finally caught up with us. I'm not sure what exactly the purpose of this video is supposed to be. Originally, it was to bring some more understanding to the consequences of AI covers, and to be fair, I hope this video did that for you. But after writing, researching, and editing this video, I'm not sure what to make of it anymore. A video essay isn't going to stop us from making these videos, nor is it going to stop us from consuming these videos either. It is hypocritical in a sense for me to inform you all about these issues with AI covers, while simultaneously providing them support by listening to them for the essay in the first place. The power of AI, the thought that we are getting close to truly living in a science fiction world, is baffling to me. It all happened so fast, and we are seeing pushback from every medium out there. But I'm afraid that nothing is going to change until we stop consuming this content. And we are at a severe disadvantage towards achieving that goal. So instead, let me leave you with this. Go consume original content. Go listen to the music of Sinatra, Cobain, and Marley. Go watch the original movies with Fisher and Crow. Consume art that has actual meaning to it, not just brain rot for a quick laugh. This assault on human creativity must be stopped. We must protect against the predatory use of AI to steal professional artists' voices and likenesses, violate creators' rights, and destroy the music ecosystem. So go make your own work, for fuck's sake.